The honourable member for Burnaby and New Westminster.
Well, let's take us 2 years back, Mr. Speaker, when every single Conservative MP in the House voted to make public hearings a mandatory part of the Foreign Investment Review, November 16, 2010. This government has simply stopped listening to Canadians. And the Minister for Small Business said yesterday the government has no role, quote, interfering in a private decision like the Nexen takeover bid. Does the minister agree with his colleague? Does he agree that government has no role interfering in a Nexen decision that has implications throughout Canada?
And the Honourable Minister of Industry.
Well, where I don't agree with my colleague here across the floor is when we put improvement, Mr. Speaker. Back in 2007, we put guidelines for state-owned enterprises. Back in 2009, we put provision to make sure that the security interests could be taken into account. Back in 2009, we put, again, tools to be able to communicate more with the public. We did this also back in 2012, this year earlier, and the NDP always voted against. Mr. Speaker, this transaction will be scrutinized very closely, and each single decision made here by this government is made in the greatest interest of the country.
And the honourable member for Burnaby and New Westminster.
Not scrutinized unless they're consulting with Canadians.
Hear, hear.
Now, the small business minister also said yesterday, and I quote from Hansard, the real individuals are those who pay corporate income tax.
Whoa.
What arrogance! We have one of the most significant takeovers in decades, and this government is telling all Canadians it's none of their business. Will the minister do the right thing, stop hiding from Canadians, and vote tonight to consult the public on this takeover?
The Honourable Minister of Industry.
Mr. Speaker, here I will quote a Professor Ian Lee from Carleton University, quote, "It will politicize the process enormously," end of quote. And then he follows, "They're trying to transform these approval processes into kangaroo courts," end of quote. And further he follows, quote, "The whole purpose is to find enough foreign capital," end of quote. Mr. Speaker, they try to install a process to make sure that we are going back 30, 40 years behind, because they are against trade, they are against investment, they are against the development of this country. And Mr. Speaker, each single decision we will make here will be for the best interest of this country.